Well, hello everybody. It is the Dennis and Andy show a day early. Why? Why are we blessing you with our beautiful appearances? 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
I know, but I appreciate you guys signing in to see me. So I do appreciate it.
You bastard. Dennis, just let the hair go gray. I mean, it's just something I got to bring up. It's a bad dye job. Your face, your hair, it takes so much work. I've seen you when you don't dye it. It's cool to have everything this color, Dennis. It's cool. You can do it. You can do it. You're trying to make it subtle by not dyeing the temples. I understand. Just give in.
Yeah, sure.
Give in. That's all.
Yep. First you give in to going bald, then you give in to being gray. We understand you, Andy. You're just giving in. You're just letting yourself going to hell. We understand how that works.
Oh, that is so not true. So we are here because tonight at 3 a.m., May 15th, marks the first 30 days of Kor-Drath the Awakening. Tuesday nights are busy. I've got the professionals. Other people are streaming. So we were like, you know what? We're just popping on today, this afternoon, to say hi, hang out for a few hours. I've shared the link. So if any of our buddies want to join us, they're more than welcome. If not, it's during the day. I get it. Racing Psychosis is in the house. What material is the miniature going to be made out of? Dennis, I'll let you answer that as
It is a resin. It is a resin. It will be a resin material, and it is very paintable. We have one of the guys, hopefully later this afternoon. Chris has been painting that size right there, the really cool 5-inch version of it, and it's turning out absolutely fantastic.
you might say it's turning out marvelous. You look marvelous. I forgot to save those photos. I don't suppose that's something you could swing over to the DM there and just save them off and share them, could you? Randy Howell's in the house. Hello. Popping links like a madman. We love that. Nordic Nerd. Hello. Dennis Rodriguez. What's up? Marcus Kellegrew. John Porton. Bloody Drake. What's up, everybody? Paul Harley. Hello. Flay Day One. What's up? With a name like Paul Harley, do you ever think that you should own a Harley, or do you own a Harley? Oh my God, would you look at that? And he's not even done yet. Look at the detail. Oh, the different colors of the pouches and the browns to separate from the loincloth and stuff, and like the fur. What do you think, Dennis? You've painted miniatures before. What's your expert opinion?
No, I definitely like it. I messaged him and I said that is great detail. It looks like he does a mixture of dry brushing and wet brushing, and I can't wait for the final one to come out. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pop.
Did you save the back shot by any chance?
I did. And share screen.
Oh, and I'm sure that if you got this and you contacted him, he might be willing to paint yours for some type of fee or whatever. Christopher Thacker, look at those scars on his back. Oh, he fought that bear. And
those of you that read the book know exactly what that's from, and he got in all the details and everything on it. It looks fantastic. Like I said,
I like this because you can really see the belt and the difference in the color of the belt compared to like the loincloth and stuff.
Yes, it's all the subtle differences.
Yeah, and he's not even done. I mean, there's still oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, wait till he gets into the metallics. On the axes and the hilts and yeah, he's got a ways to go, but man, it is coming together nicely. Even in the front detail where you saw his eye and everything like that, he got the color of his eyebrows in and everything like that. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, that is a very, very nicely done job. Even the little bit of like you could say 5 o'clock shadow on the side of his head and stuff. And his, his jawline and whatnot. Yeah, that's freaking cool.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be really curious to see. He got in, the fur on the boots and stuff like that with it. And like I said, it looks like to me he did some wet brushing in between the muscles and stuff like that. Lot of different layers that he's put in, getting the flesh tone to pop out like that.
Yeah, I'm just I had no idea it would turn out this good. It's when that tattoo is slapped on to his chest that's going to be like, oh yeah,
And that
now
will be
it's
the skill
real.
of the artist right there, because there was no way to do that, with it being put in. So it has to be painted. And at least this is a nice 5 inch, so he should have enough room to do it. But I was looking at like the little figure. I was like, yeah, I would not be able to get the red lion tattoo on the 2 inch.
No. Well, I mean you could uh it would just, I mean on a 2 inch one, it would just be like anything else. It would just be this little dab of like the faint reddish type color. I mean, you're not
Right.
supposed to
Well,
be
that's
able to
why I'm
make it.
saying even if I went with a 4-0 or a 5-0 brush or something like that, I don't even think my hands could be steady enough to try and get that in. But on something that big, yeah, that'll be really cool to see what he can do with it.
Yeah, no, I can't believe you can paint anything. I mean, you make Michael J. Fox look like he's standing still.
Uh huh. I did star in the movie Tremors.
Oh, that was for a whole nother reason. All
Yeah.
right, let me see something here before I
Yep,
share
we
the
saw a lot of
screen.
you guys hopped on last night, and a lot of you guys started backing it. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we do got some exciting stuff to show you guys today.
So it's at $42,951. $49 shy, 43,000. I believe we can do that while we're streaming. Of course, 50,000 is the next stretch goal or the first stretch goal. But the beanie is back. The beanie was popular with the first campaign. Of course, we're bringing it back for this one. So if you missed out on the beanie, you can get yours to keep your head warm in the wintertime. And these will be shipping uh separately. So, realistically, even though it says March, it's not supposed to say March. I got to fix that. Hold on.
Yep, I was thinking about the transferable decals. That is an option to go on it, but hey, well, let's just see how it turns out. It's
That's right.
challenging, but painted a few 28 millimeter ones. Just got used to the exactly magnifying glass, and I've got one on a sorcerer that I did years ago, and it was very much like that, a tattoo in the middle of the chest. Really, really tough. Don't know if I could do it now.
Paul Taylor says the beanie must have a propeller. Well, I don't know if we're going to go that far. That just
Yeah,
adds
those
to the
of you that
cost.
got the secret links. Yep, look at that. Henry used it before it expired. So for those of you that signed up, you got the secret links. It is still active.
It is. We'll yank those down. I'm going to hide the secret links tonight. So as of tomorrow morning, those will be pulled down. So if you signed up, check your email, check your spam. I sent out a reminder email. So there you go. So yes, the beanie, the shirts, they will all ship separately. So come November, December, depending on where we're at with those, maybe we'll just get those out so people can take advantage of them. Of course, February is still chilly
Hey,
weather time. We also added, oh yeah, the Kor-Drath shirt is back. The main shirt with the main man himself. And
I was going to say, we know a number of you were like, oh man, I won't see you guys. And, we didn't overprint that many. So, we were like, I wish I could have gotten it. So we brought back the original Kor-Drath shirt, the heavy metal awesomeness, for you guys for your second go at it. So if enough of you guys do it, it'll be printed. And what did we add?
What did we add? We added the Bud Root Adriana shirt. That's what we added. If you got the Lilith shirt by Bud now, you can sport on the days when the Lilith is in the wash. You can sport. They can't see that, Dennis. Do you even have your screen up to see what I put up? My God, man. Now, when your Lilith shirt is in the wash, you can wear the Adriana shirt. Beautiful. The designer, once again, did a great job. Really nice, striking, really pops off. So you can back that one. Now you can stand up and people would see you.
See, it's a great addition to this is the Bud Root Lilith one, and now you can get the Bud Root Adriana.
That's right. And of course, now after seeing that amazing paint job, I'd like to add the figure to the order now. How can I do that? So shipping is combined. Okay, so the easiest way to do it, and it'll take you no time, is just go to your order, go to your contribution, click refund, and it'll refund, and then just go reback it and do an add-on with the figure, 2-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch, whichever size you want.
Because he's
and that'll save you
international.
on
Does
shipping.
that make a difference?
What?
He's international. Does it make a difference?
It'll save him on shipping. And
Yep.
it's the only way you can do the figure anyhow is as an add-on.
Yep.
So yeah, so just do a refund and reback it. And when you're checking out, add the figure on with the size you want. And a shirt, however, that does ship separately because of the packaging and stuff. So yeah. But it's a shirt and it's light. So
yeah.
Yes, he can. Look at them hips.
And yes,
So that's what's been added. We got the bigger sizes. We got the 2X through 4X for the shirts, both shirts as well. So they're up there now. I'm actually going to add just going to remove the screen real quick as I do a little behind the scenes stuff here to the page. Nobody needs to see the boring stuff I'm going to do.
Yeah, guys, try not to avoid. Now, the T-shirts and stuff, they have to ship separate anyway. So, there won't be any combining of shipping because there's no way to do it. So just like this campaign, when we got the T-shirts in, we literally bagged the shirts and shipped those out first, actually. Almost everybody who backed the shirts got their shirts before the books even came in. And same thing will happen for this one. So, guys, you can get it. I would recommend for those of you that are hard on your laundry. These are cotton. They are proper size, so whatever you normally wear, they wear. But we had a number of them that came in and they super heavy dry them. You will shrink them. So if you do have a tendency to do it, maybe order it a size bigger. I talked to a couple people that had it happen. I don't dry mine like that, so I don't deal with it. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know.
That's right.
The country you're shipping to determines the custom duties anyway. It's not the sender. That is correct. We have no idea. Each country is completely different on what they charge for the duties. Now, the other cool thing is, which we know some people have done, if there is a whole group of you from a country, if they're friends and stuff, maybe order them all together. Just do it as one big batch and split it up and save on the shipping.
There
Andy
you
and I
go.
do that once in a while too when we order stuff from Australia or England or any of our
Or any other state. I mean, let's be honest, Dennis. We're kind of cheap. We'll actually do that just to say, "Oh, it's coming from Tennessee." Hey, Dennis, or get me one. Let's save on shipping. That's how cheap we are. You can say it.
All right. Hey, we got somebody here. So get ready. Guess who it is? Look
It's
at
Chris
that.
Hacker, the man
We were
himself.
just talking about you, Chris.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
People
you
love that
hello?
paint job, and we're
Are
like,
you
it's not
actually
even
in your
done
car?
yet.
I'm in my car. I'm at work right now, so I took 15 minutes to go outside. I was going to do it outside because it's a beautiful day here, but it's windy, and I didn't want the wind to catch the microphone. So
Very
Look at him
cool.
rubbing it in. It's a beautiful day there, is it? Well, here it's rainy, crappy, and just garbage out.
well, I get that tomorrow. So
Oh, beautiful. We're sending it your way. I don't even know where that is, but actually, of course I do. I mailed you the thing, so I do know where that is. But you know what
yeah.
I mean.
Yep.
We were just showing everybody the pics that you sent
Oh,
in
good.
your work in progress, and it looks fantastic.
I'm super happy you guys like it.
Yeah.
Very thrilled.
So
Yeah,
I assumed you're doing a mixture of dry brushing and wet brushing in like the muscle areas.
So the only dry brushing I did was actually on the shoes, and that's because I was trying to get that done quickly, or I would have glazed it like I did the skin. I actually did glazes,
Wow.
so super thin layers of paint to build up over and over again. The initial colors I did, I don't know if you guys remember, was
Yeah.
what kind of a dark blue and then a green and then a little bit of the skin and that kind of stuff. So build up lots of different colors with an airbrush, and then just went over glazing to build up all the highlights and some of the shadows and stuff again. So
Very cool.
It's that tattoo that's going to bring it together.
it is honestly, actually, when I get home tonight, I'm going to overcoat what I have, because the next thing I'm going to do is the metals. And if I mess up at all, it makes it a little easier to clean off the metals if I've got a nice overcoat on it. So
Okay.
I actually, if I had taken a picture probably about 15 minutes before that picture, you just seen a nice big black streak in the back of his arm where I hit it with a brush while I was touching up something. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, thankfully it's acrylic, so you can do some quote unquote erasing, if you will. But so that's why I'm going to overcoat it. So if I have any problems with metallics,
Oh my!
Yep.
I'll make it easier.
I love the fur on the boots. I
Yeah.
love the just the separation of his belt being one color brown compared to his loincloth is just so freaking cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is a lot of the details that we talked about when we when we built the characters and then Andy drew them out. It's a lot of those little subtleties, and you nailed it. And even the big bear claw on the back, how you've got it where it's a scar but it yet almost looks kind of fresh. Love the color on it. Yeah, it all came together. This is looking great.
Again, I'm so thrilled that you guys liked it. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely, there was a lot of brown and a lot of similar to the skin tone, so I wanted to make sure I had a mixture of cool brown colors and warm brown colors to kind of break up it a little bit. And I know I talked to you guys initially about maybe doing bear fur because of the bear strike, and then I was like, wait a minute, he's got a lion in his chest, so I went with lion mane, kind of that brown for the underneath the pauldron and the boots. So hopefully it works.
Yeah, no, it does, man. It looks freaking fantastic. Like I said.
Good. I'm thrilled. This is actually the largest miniature I've ever painted. I normally work at a much smaller scale, so I was pretty hyped that you guys would let me paint it. So
Hey, how did you, Dennis? I don't even know if I told you this. So the top of the axe actually broke in transit. How did you fix it? Because I saw that you basically, it looked like you took like just tell me how you fixed it.
Sure. So it's a process called pinning. If any of the audience out there, builds models or whatever, it's a fairly common practice. I'll be honest, I was super, super worried because resin can be can be brittle depending on what type of resin you use. And I was really worried how thin the haft was on the axe, that if I drilled into it, I might crack it. But I slow and steady with a hand pen vise, drilled it down in, and I've got piano wire. So it's nice and thin and strong that I use to do that. And then I don't know if you noticed in the pictures I posted for it, but as I was holding it and gripping it, my pinky actually broke off the dagger handle.
No way.
Yeah, so I had to pin that and put it back on. So
Oh my God. Your pinky
Wow.
broke up. Holy crap. So I've got mine here. Wow. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, resin can be pretty brittle. Again, depending on what's used, and that's what this was. It was kind of fun or interesting, I should say, to look at when I was painting it and to kind of decide what parts were printed probably separately and then glued on, etc. If I'd gotten the model in pieces, I could have done a much better job.
I don't know.
Honestly.
I think it was just one piece.
Well,
Nah,
the base and the
base
figure.
is separate, but other than
That's it.
that, I thought it was one piece.
Yep.
It looks to me like maybe the hair, and there's a line right at the belt line that's pretty consistent across. Like maybe that was a separate print between the bottom half and the top half that was
Okay.
glued together. I'll bet you the dagger was probably a separate piece, and the hands of the axe were separate as well. I don't know if you guys do any resin printing. I do, so that's what it kind of looked like to me. But who knows? I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
No, I don't.
No, matter of fact, the company that's doing this, when they came, I don't have them out right now, but they ship them in, in the bubbles, and then they're padded and everything like that. So when we got them, the little one here, the 28 millimeter, the 2-inch size,
Yeah, that's the scale I
that's a
typically
solid
paint.
piece. And then the 3-inch, the 50 millimeter, and then the 100 millimeter, which is the 5-inch. Both of those, the base was separate, but then the figure was one, and that's all you have to do is just literally, it comes with the pig and it slides right onto the base, so it's super simple.
Yeah, it does. It was super easy actually. I took the base off the one that I have. I pried it apart so I could get in underneath and paint in the legs better. Otherwise, the base kind of blocks the brush. And someone asked a question earlier. Hang on, let me see if I can click the comments here.
Somebody asked about
why pen?
Yeah,
well, I think the pen just makes it sturdy, because I assume you still use glue.
Yeah, I still use super glue. And the pen just helps with the strength. You're right. Yeah. Again, it can be very brittle. If you just do glue, and especially when it's a small area of contact, it just tends to break off again. So the pinning really does help with the strength.
Yeah, a lot of my friends that are toy collectors, or like me, they do sideshow statues and stuff like that. I know when pieces break, that's exactly, they do the exact same thing. So it's a well-known, very good practice to fix them.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Absolutely. So any other miniatures coming from you guys? Hint.
Not right now. Not right now. So
Yep.
No worries. Well, again, if they do, I'd be happy to give it another whirl. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Man, I'm glad you took a few minutes out because you said you were going to try maybe after work, because we were going to try and beyond, but then I saw you pop in. I'm like, oh, that's great timing, because we had literally just talked about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. No, really appreciate it, guys. Thanks a bunch. I had one other thing I was going to say. I'm trying to remember what it was. Lost train of thought. As I mentioned, I'm going to try and get this finished for the weekend. I have a painting contest I'm going to enter on Saturday, so maybe Kor-Drath will come with a medal. Who knows?
What's that all about? So I assume obviously that's just where you live, but is it just people painting miniatures and stuff, or?
Yeah, it's I've been a big war gamer almost as long as I've collected comics. I've been doing comics since '75. I started playing war games in '76. But it's a historical wargaming convention up near where I live in Maine, and they're doing a painting contest for the first year. And you can do vehicles, and you can do any size, any scale models. So what I'm going to do, Kor-Drath, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen or heard the Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures game, where they have 54 millimeter miniatures. I've got a bunch of those painted up. I'll probably bring those down for a team entry as well.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real cool.
So
are you coming down for Heroes Con?
Not for Heroes Con. I
Okay.
am driving down this year for Garden State Comic Fest, so I'll be there for Garden State.
Nice.
Yeah, I had such
Well,
a
the
great time
coolest
last year
one
getting
out of
invited to
Dennis
that.
and I will be there. Dennis is going to be on some dumb family vacation, but I'll be there, so don't you worry.
Yeah.
No worries. Well, like I said, I'll be there, and it'll be me driving down from Maine. So if you need help
That's-
behind the table, or any of you guys need something, I'll just be hanging around.
There you go.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Very
All
cool.
Well,
right.
we appreciate everything that you've done. I'm glad you were able to pop in and talk. And we already know somebody just went and backed it, so they wanted to add the figure to it. So
Fantastic.
love it. Yep,
Nice.
fantastic. Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right,
dude.
guys. Well, I'll dip out, head back to work.
Okay.
Thank you again. Really appreciate it. And I'll be in contact with what's happening.
Yep.
Sounds
Take
good,
care.
man. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye. Paul Taylor for $10. Hail, guys in chat. Just popping in on my lunch break. Back to the salt mine. See ya. Thanks for popping in, Paul. Really appreciate it. As always, whenever you can join us, thank you so much. That is awesome. All right. So back to it. So yeah, I just want to add a little bit there. So Bud's shirt is up and available. So you can check that. Oop, what was that? Oh, it's King Lawless.
Comic Skate King, I am.
I would love to test that. Hold on. I got to see that up close.
Sir
I would love to
Lawless.
test
It
that
is.
with,
It is Sir Lawless.
I would love to test that with like a
People-
knife to see if it would actually slice through it or not.
Yeah. I almost wore this last night. The Kings.
Yeah,
I
Dan's been
chickened
going to the
out.
Party store, I see.
I chickened out, but I'm more than happy to wear it for your show, you guys, and ruin your show.
Oh, we appreciate that. We
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
it.
We're a good test bed for things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Boy,
Dan, I don't know if you
it
saw, but
adds something, Dan. It adds something.
we've added the Bud
It
Root,
could be my new
the
thing.
Dan Lawless Bud Root Adriana shirt to the campaign. So
Ooh, wow! It looks good on the black. Wow,
It
pops.
does. It pops.
Yeah,
that's right. You
I
see
almost
that
like
from across
more than
room.
the Lilith. You know?
Yep. Well, when one's in the wash, you can wear the other.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're Dennis, who doesn't believe in washing clothes or wearing sleeves for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever
So-
tell you? I think I told you guys a story where you guys sent me the Lilith shirt. I didn't know what it was, and she's like, "What's that?" And I went into the other room and I like opened it up. And I go, "Oh, it's a T-shirt with a naked lady on it." And she's like,
But
"What?"
she's not naked.
So I put it on and I walked out there and say, "See, look, naked lady." And she's just rolling her eyes like,
Oh
What?
my
"Oh,
god.
it's great."
Why would you roll your eyes? I don't understand.
I don't either.
It's really a daily occurrence. I mean, why would you roll your eyes? Look at me, you know.
Right.
This is how my wife has to go through this shit every day.
That's right.
So does mine.
Ooh, I'm
well,
a Polish
yeah,
king,
that's
as
true.
a matter of
That's
fact.
true too. Hey, have you guys let's see, I'll share my audio. We got this guest voiceover trailer.
An ancient evil awakened to slaughter his family. A mythical quest was revealed.
I know people.
Treacherous perils await. Brothers, bound by destiny,
Oh,
darkness gathers
Sounds
as
like
a new game begins.
I think you mean Schwarzenegger.
It's the Governor. And I guess
One man's rage will shape worlds.
I guess I don't mean the one from Minnesota, Ventura.
The Awakening. Only on Indiegogo. Back it now.
Go to Indiegogo.
Back it now.
That voice
That's
sounds
right.
exactly like Kor-Drath. How'd you guys get Kor-Drath to do that for you?
Well, you know, you pull a few strings.
See, Randy
You
even
know,
says
you
it's
get it done.
Arnold. Yeah.
That's right. It's
'Cause
Arnold.
That's what I think he sounds like.
Arnold.
You know, guys, doesn't he sound like that?
My name is Kor-Drath.
Well, Andy,
I
you
am
should refresh
Arnold.
the screen.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you will.
Hey guys,
God,
was
I
that
can't
a
believe
little
it.
choppy on
Yeah,
you? It was a little
over
choppy on my
43.
end
Thank you guys
when you played
so
that.
much.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was, yeah.
It's
Thank you
Andy
guys so
Scrappy.
much. Over 43, less than 7K to go to the first stretch goal. And Dan's here of
50. What?
The four new
We're
character
close to
card.
50, or what's going on?
Yep,
That
we're
50
7,000
grand is
away.
from
We
the-
just broke 43,000,
Alright.
Dan, and then 50,000 is we all know this card now. Oh yeah,
Ah, yes.
That's right. Art by myself and colors by great Dan Lawless. Character stats on the back to add to your Kor-Drath character playable card collection. Oh yeah. We're
Yep.
doing more character cards for this campaign. And this is the first one. And as we get closer, once this is unlocked, we'll debut the next, so on and so forth. So there are more cards for the campaign. That's right. Arnold does sound like him.
Arnold copies Frega. That's right.
And since Dan is here, of course, there's the second game module that Dennis wrote. So if you got the first game and played it, you're going to love the second one. Beautiful cover, again, by Bart Sears and Dan Lawless. Just
Boy, I
Hit
had
another
so much
home
fun
run.
coloring this, man. It was just, this. I think I said to you guys before, the fantasy now, you can, back before, fantasy never sold huge in comics before because it was flat coloring. But now that I can paint it, it's like, it's a
Yeah.
painting. That background is painted, and
Yeah.
man, it's just 3-dimensional. It comes to life, and it's like, and this is a new kind of comic book experience for people. They've never really seen comics like this before. We can, it's rich and lush and real. It's like,
the thing, that sky, the color in the sky, the way you did the clouds, especially between like Kor-Drath and the dragon, reminds me, it's so Maxfield Parrish to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff now you can do now. You can bring in real. This is like traditional painting, museum oil painting type painting. And
Yeah.
you can kind of do a pretty close job to that, with Photoshop still,
Yeah. No, you
But
nailed
there's
it.
depth and atmosphere and
Just
even
like
just
you
these
nailed.
the skin tones on the Kor-Drath cover, or the girl, yeah, like that's fun.
That's
man.
right.
With what you did over Bud and with what you did over Bart, it's just you guys work really well together. That's why I'm always excited to see how everything turns out when we get the stuff in. Love it.
Yep. You
Yeah,
can get
it's like a relay race. You get the baton, and the other guy he races around the track once, and you got your hand out, and, and you take off. It's a lot of fun, man.
You got the beautiful new Budroot variant cover with Adriana that pairs up so well with the first Budroot cover featuring Lilneth. Get them both if you missed out on the first one. If you didn't, then make sure to get the Adriana one. Just great stuff there.
So
Nikki.
Andy, there's a really cool video that we probably could show right now.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Dan saw this yet.
I don't know if he has either, and I don't want to say anything.
No.
I don't sound like I had seen it yet. Did you play
Okay,
it just
well,
now?
I'm going to show it
Before
right
the show?
now.
Because I haven't
It's
seen the first part of the show. So
No, we haven't showed it yet today. It's this little movie that Dennis and I like to dabble in acting every now and then. So it's just a little clip. So I'll play that now.
side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody. Hey! Hey!
What's going on? Joker wants to race. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Put your window down!
He wants something. He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way!
What?
You're going the wrong way!
We're going.
Yeah, how could he know? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going in the wrong direction! You're going to kill somebody! You're going the wrong way!
What is it?
Classic.
Awesome. Wait, is that Tommy Boy?
No,
No.
that's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, Planes, Trains, Automobile. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing
Because
that
I
would
remember
make
Tommy
that
Boy
better.
had the door taken off in Tommy Boy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
mhm.
The only thing that would make that better is honestly if the luggage flying off the top could have been comic boxes. If there was a way to replace the luggage to just make it, and they don't even have to spill
Oh my
open
gosh,
when they
you
hit the
guys.
ground, but just the fact that like seeing long boxes instead. But that is courtesy of Belle Winters. Fantastic
Oh, really?
job by her.
Yeah, she did another great one. And this was totally believable right up until they realized Andy had hair.
Oh, I mean, everybody totally believed it because if anybody's driven with you, they're like, "Yeah, it's about right."
Just
Yeah,
another
it
trip
is incredible
to
what they can do. I mean, that one's. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, it looks just pretty much like you guys. I mean, oh my gosh.
It is amazing how. I mean, yeah, it's what she can do with that stuff is just amazing. It really
Right.
is.
Oh, you know, I
I
put
mean, I don't.
up something on
I know
Twitter.
nothing about. I'm sure I could sit here and Google stuff about how to replace faces with AI on videos and blah blah blah. But I'm sure it's still a little more than that. And yeah, just it's just fantastic. So
Marcus wants to know if I CG drove me nuts. Nope, I was already nuts.
that's right. He was already that way.
I just finally coming out. It's if you're on the internet long enough, people find out who you are. You know,
That's
the
true.
true
They
nature
do.
of you.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking for something
So
else. Here.
I apologize in advance.
Well, I'm assuming you never fixed your awesome barbarian helmet.
No, I gotta buy a new one. That's what I gotta do, though.
Yeah,
Should
mine's
just,
downstairs. It's metal and it's actually a little too big. So even when I put it on, it just has a tendency to go or down
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
I guarantee it wouldn't fit my gigantic melon.
You know.
No hat ever fits my head. If I ever, you walk into a hat store or something, put on a cowboy hat or something. Every single one is like on top of my head. It just doesn't. It doesn't look like it. My head doesn't. I don't look like it, but actually, my head is huge. So,
He's only 4 feet tall, but that's without his head. With his head, he's like 6.
Yeah.
That's how big his head is.
well,
So
could be kind of I could be a dwarf king,
that's true.
like,
Thank you, Travis. $2. Dan, I picked the normal wooden cup to drink from. There you go. Thank you, Travis.
Oh, you must choose wisely, my son.
What
'Cause
movie
good
was
trail,
that
the good
from?
trail, the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
The Wooden.
What do you think? I don't know that.
No, I know you do. I'm just checking. That was a test for Dennis, but that's okay. You passed. Now Dennis knows.
Yep.
Well, Dan, were you on
Because
last
the
night
one
when
cup.
Mike Barron mentioned the movie Nefarious, and he said it was really good, or was that before you came on?
Before I came on,
Oh,
because I don't
okay.
remember that.
Well, it's a horror flick that came out last year. That actually I watched the trailer for it and it looks really good. So I think it's from A24. That's how we got on the
Yeah.
topic.
It's a tough sell. for
Shane
the
was
wife.
mentioning that he watched Late
A24
Night
has
with the Devil.
great stuff.
Yeah.
Everything I
well,
do, everything I watch has to be wife approved though, because it's like she's got limited horror capacity.
I think it's about time maybe you spring and get another TV in the house. Just saying, one is nice, but maybe get another. Then it doesn't have to be.
Well,
wife
every
approved.
once in a while, she watched Fallout, and that's got a lot of. It was about halfway through. She's like, "Oh," and I'm just like, "It's good though, right? It's a good story." And she's like, "Yeah, it's a good story." So she made it through. And I think she's glad she made it through.
I like Fallout. I thought it was really good. And I
did too.
love. I'm blanking on the main actor's name, but you know who I'm talking about from The Shield.
Kyle MacLachlan? No.
No.
Oh, that guy, who was the ghoul.
Yeah, who was the ghoul?
Right.
Right.
Walter Goggins?
Yeah, Walter Goggins. Wait.
Yeah, well, he played a
Goggins.
great role.
Goggins,
Really good.
yeah.
They all were really good.
He's
all
always
the
great in
actors
everything
were.
that he's in. I'm looking up. I don't see that. I was looking up the A24 movies to find it. I don't.
Oh, really? I thought he said it was. All right, just Google search Nefarious then. I swear I thought he said it was
Walter
A24 because we were talking about Late Night with the Devil.
Gordon Goggins.
No,
Right.
Walton Goggins.
Gordon Goodbrother got Goggins. Great.
Gordon Goodbrother says it's Walton Goggins.
And then Goggins.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because his dad is on Facebook, and he's very proud of his son, and he always shows pictures of him. And he said that season 2 has been greenlit, so that's cool. So
no, now I got it right. Okay, Gordon Goodbrother got Goggins, got him.
What?
Forget it.
Why are you putting an R in there? There's no R in there. It's just Goggins.
Goggins. Because I'm dyslexic or something. I don't know. Whenever I type something, I think I am a little bit, because whenever I type something out, it's like it's all like the words are backwards and there's missing words and half the thing's red, highlighted.
No, I can type stuff fine, but I know I have a little bit of dyslexia just from when I read and stuff. So that I know for me is true. But typing stuff out, I don't know. I haven't had a problem with that. If I was looking at the keyboard, I might, but I took typing in high school, not to brag, and let's just say it's a class I always got A's in. Humble brag. So
Yeah, that's what I should have taken, is typing.
Yeah, well,
you don't have to do that anymore. You're going to just be able to attach the electrodes and think it. That's going to be great.
That would be nice. Did you see?
It's not A24. It's Believe Entertainment.
Oh, sorry. Well, watch.
Can you imagine, like, you guys, you got your electrodes. You're typing away, and you're in a business meeting, and then there's, it's going up on the big screen there, and you look at some god girl and types in a nice rack or something. Like, take these things off.
No, I could never have that. Did you guys see Jerry Seinfeld's commencement address at Duke University?
Yeah.
No.
It is awesome.
I did see his new movie on Frosted, which is terrible.
Oh, did you like it?
No, it was awful. It was
All
just,
right,
it looked, if you look at it like the jokes, like it's sort of can see on paper, it probably was funny, but man, something about the delivery and the way they shot it, it just wasn't funny. Oh man.
See, I thought it was great. I really liked it.
Yeah,
I liked all the guest stars.
My wife.
Oh, okay.
I
So
liked
maybe
all
it's
the
just
guest
me. I don't know.
stars.
I
I
was
liked
just like,
how over the top it was.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it
Well,
wasn't.
maybe
It
that's the
wasn't
thing
laugh
then. It
out
just,
loud kind of funny. It
yeah.
it
It
wasn't
might have been
something.
Amy Schumer that kind of did it for me, I
See,
think.
she was the weakest point of that movie. So yeah, that is a bit of a turnoff. But really, the rest of the cast was great, and it was cute to see the rivalry and how over the top they made it, and between Post and Kellogg's, it was
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, and
Well, I love all those
even
comedians.
Quaker.
As stand up, all those guys are my favorite stand ups. All the
Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan and what is that, Matt Dasco or something. That guy, he's funny as heck.
Yeah.
There was just a whole host of really funny guys. But just for some reason, I'm just going, I don't know. I was just like, oh, this is a falling flat, or something, the delivery or something. But
Well, the one
For
thing
me,
we're watching, and I don't know if
am
you saw
royalty
it
and I
before.
have high standards.
Yeah. Did you see? Have you watched Blue Mountain State?
No.
Okay.
That's because it's not recent. It's 10 years. It's like 12, 13 years old.
Right.
You
but
have to actually look for it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now, and it got notoriety because of Reacher's in it, Alan Ritchson, and it's his comedic role. Everybody thinks he's stoic and stuff, but he is funny as heck in this, and it is all about a college football team and the players on it. It's all the college antics. It's kind of like Van Wilder meets The Replacements in a way, It's funny. We just finished the second season of it, so we're going to head to watch that. I think Andy and Bart. I think both you guys are going to start watching it.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
You know what?
They're
watched
like
what
20
I watched.
minutes long.
That's
What
right.
we watched last night, you guys. From the recommendation of Ethan and Shane, I watched Walk Hard last night with my wife. It's really funny. Did you guys ever see that?
Walk Hard.
It's the girl from The Office. And then, gosh, I just look it up.
The girl that played Pam?
Yeah.
The
other guy is very famous. He was in all kinds of stuff. He was in Who's the guy from Step Brothers?
John C. Reilly.
I have seen this. Hold on.
Yeah.
John C. Reilly and
The Dewey Cox Story. Yeah.
and then Will Ferrell.
Oh, the Dewey Cox story. Yes. Oh, yeah. That movie's good.
Yeah, it was really
I thought
funny.
that was pretty funny.
It was really funny.
Kristen Wiig's in it. Tim Meadows.
Yeah. Oh, he's great
Yeah.
too. Oh, it was just a lot of fun.
I'm trying to see what year was that. Oh, 2007. That's why I didn't spring right to mind.
It's a pretty old movie. Really, I was surprised. But Ethan was talking about. He showed a clip from it, and I thought, oh, that looks funny. So.
No, that's good. Walk Hard. That was.
I have not seen it, so I guess I have to add this one to my list.
You do.
It's really silly. It's just it's a pretty if you're looking for just some goofy humor, it's perfect.
No, that is good. But no, his Seinfeld's commencement speech. It was a great speech, and of course, a few of the little wokies had to walk out on him and stuff.
Really?
But it's 13 minutes long, and it's a really good freaking
When did this
speech.
happen? When?
A couple days ago.
Over
the weekend.
Oh, so this is after the article that he said this stuff about.
Oh yeah.
Remember the article got in trouble with? Oh, good. I want to see it then because I want to see because he once you get red pilled, now you kind of get pissed, and you're like, what? I said that mild thing, and now you're mad at me.
Show that. We could show that on stream, couldn't we?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No reason we couldn't. And the funny thing is, the media immediately came out and started going, "Oh my God! All of these students walked out, and people were booing Jerry Seinfeld and everything." That wasn't true at all. That was a bunch of crap. The boos
they didn't boo him. Okay.
Well, the few boos that were out there weren't against Jerry Seinfeld. Everybody was chanting Jerry, and it was because some of the woke kids got up and they walked out of their own ceremony, and the crowd booed the kids because, wow, you just ruined your one chance to actually walk across the stage at your own graduation. What
They're not graduating with anything worthwhile. You know, they're probably graduating with home,
Duke.
whatever the
So,
gender
I mean,
studies.
I don't know. Look, I don't know a lot about Duke University, but from what, you know, even Jerry was saying, because Jerry even talked about other colleges and stuff. So I'm guessing Duke isn't bad, but I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
It's not a king. It's just a Duke.
That's right. It's not King. And we are the city of Queen. So we're still higher than Duke.
Wait.
Thank you. Oh my God, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful class. We love you guys.
Oh, yeah. But it is choppy. Sorry.
Yeah, it's choppy.
I am here today at the gracious invitation of President Rice and the Duke Board of
It's not coming through.
Trustees.
It's choppy.
Because after spending 4 years at what is considered one of the finest institutions of higher education in the world, they apparently feel that perhaps some light entertainment will get you all to the final.
Dennis, try sharing it on your end. I can send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link.
Because you said it was choppy.
Yeah,
Your choppy
internet's
robot
not
chat.
It's
All right, give me a second.
choppy.
Yeah, but they actually, some of the guys broke it down. They've got them from parents' views, other students' views. They've got them all lined up in there, right? And they were talking about how woke and everything it was, and the reality of it, it wasn't at all. It wasn't. And that wasn't them booing it. Jerry, it was them booing the few students that were out there. All right, so let me do. Okay, we got it. Give me a second.
Jerry Seinfeld is such a mild comedian too. He doesn't really say anything terribly controversial. So it's like, what?
He was. Hold on, don't hit play yet. If you also on Netflix, Dan, I don't know if you watched the Tom Brady roast, but they also put up the Kevin Hart induction, or not induction, but ceremony where he won the Mark Twain Award. And that just happened recently. And Seinfeld was the first guy to come out. And what was nice was I thought everybody was pretty funny that came out and talked, because it's kind of like a roast as well. But, you know, Seinfeld is a totally clean comedian.
Yeah.
So out of everybody, Seinfeld's, you know, first little bit talking about Kevin was 100% clean. And it was just awesome. It was great.
Yep.
And like I said,
I still can't believe Kevin Hart he's the guy that got canned because he's made that one joke about his son, and if he had a dollhouse or something, he crashed.
Oh yeah.
Which
was funny. That's funny. But that's it. One joke, whatever, 10 years ago. And, you know, so I think people are getting a little sick of this shit, you know?
Oh yeah.
I think they're starting to go, forget it, man.
All right. Let's learn a little bit from Jer. Great life lessons.
Oh, damn it. Oh, hold on. I got to go back.
Oh, you son of a.
Is that an SNL thing or something? Or no?
Yeah.
It looked like for a
Well,
second.
he's going back. What was the name of that?
There.
What was the name of that pilot that we were watching a little bit of? Shane showed Gay Robot.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see that. I heard it.
You weren't on that either?
No.
Oh,
no, I didn't come in till about like a half hour, 45 minutes left. So.
I swear I thought you were there.
But
for that. We played it so late, but it was. Have you ever heard of this, Dennis? It's from about early 2000s, I guess, mid 2000s. It's called Gay Robot, and it's these college guys, and
I heard it. I didn't see it.
And the robot turned gay because they spilled a wine cooler on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no,
that's awesome.
Oh my God, it is hilarious.
All right.
Jerry.
All right, now let's see if we can get her.
No sound.
Sound, Dennis.
No sound.
Yeah.
No sound?
Need some sound.
No.
Well,
Did you click share audio?
It showed it was sharing sound. Share screen.
My God.
Sound tab is on. Yep.
Good Lord.
We'll try again, but the sound is on.
Nothing.
Nope, don't know what to tell you. It's on.
How do you know?
Because there's the tab, share audio tab on.
Did you share the whole screen though, or just the tab?
The entire window.
Well, if you share the entire screen, the audio tab isn't automatically checked.
Well, I did it as a window. I'll try it as the entire screen. Is that what you want me to do? We'll try
Yeah.
that.
You would go to
Yeah, no, I know. I always just do the windows, but I'll try that.
Yeah. Try entire screen and whatnot.
Spending 4 years at what is considered one of the finest institutions of higher education in the world, they apparently feel that perhaps some light entertainment will get you all to the final realization, I think I've really had enough of this place. Let's bring in a comedian. Let's bring the sophistication and erudition of the Duke experience down a couple notches. And I thought maybe that does make sense. Maybe the thinking was what we really want is to just get these kids the hell out of here. What would give them that last final push? Because what you might not be fully aware of is that the entire time you have been at this wonderful university, we have been meeting and talking to other kids that we would like to replace you with. Not because we weren't happy with you, not at all. You have been great. It's just, we wanted to see what's out there. I don't want to say exactly how many kids we talked to. It's roughly this many. And we met a lot of wonderful kids, a lot. Was there a time when we were thrilled to have you come here to learn, grow, and flourish? Of course there was. That time has passed. We do offer graduate programs in a number of different disciplines if you and your parents want to stall your ultimate uselessness for a few more years. I can't imagine how sick you are of hearing about following your passion. I say, the hell with passion. Find something you can do. That would be great. If you try something and it doesn't work, that's okay too. Most things do not work. Most things are not good. You know this already from your short lives. You leave the house, you come back. How was Pie and Hard? It was okay. That's why everyone tries so hard to get in here. Duke actually is really good. The school is the square handicap button that opens the broadhead doors to your life. Unless it's those heavy wooden doors at the West Union, those will kill you. Let go of this idea that you have to find this one great thing that is my passion, my great passion, with your shirt torn open and your heaving pec muscles. It's embarrassing. Just be willing to do your work as hard as you can with the ability you have. We don't need the heavy breathing and the outstretched arm from your passion. It makes coworkers uncomfortable in the cubicle next to you. Find fascination. Fascination is way better than passion. It's not so sweaty. I will give you my 3 real keys to life, no jokes in this part. Okay, they are, number 1, bust your ass. Number 2, pay attention. Number 3, fall in love. Number 1, you obviously already know whatever you're doing. I don't care if it's your job, your hobby, a relationship, getting a reservation at M Sushi. Make an effort. Just pure, stupid, no real idea what I'm doing here effort. Effort always yields a positive value, even if the outcome of the effort is absolute failure of the desired result. This is a rule of life. Just swing the bat and pray is not a bad approach to a lot of things. Number 2, pay attention. If you're in a small submersible that looks like a giant kazoo and going to visit the Titanic, 7 miles down at the bottom of the ocean, and the captain of the vessel is using a Game Boy controller, pay attention to that. What are you checking out down there? Oh, I see what happened. This ship sank. Now I understand why it never made it into port. If the fish where you are have eyes like Shelley Duvall and a bendy straw with a work light hanging off their head, you do not belong there. If the fish are going, I can't see a goddamn thing, you won't either. Number 3, fall in love. It's easy to fall in love with people. I suggest falling in love with anything and everything every chance you get. Fall in love with your coffee, your sneakers, your blue zone parking space. I've had a lot of fun in life falling in love with stupid, meaningless physical objects. The object I love the most is the clear barrel Bic pen, $1.29 for a box of 10. I can fall in love with a car turn signal switch that has a nice feel to it, a pizza crust that collapses with just the right amount of pressure. I have truly spent my life focusing on the smallest things imaginable, completely oblivious to all the big issues of living.
I love that.
Find something where you love the good parts and don't mind the bad parts too much. The torture you're comfortable with. This is the golden path to victory in life. Work, exercise, relationships, they all have a solid component of pure torture, and they are all 1,000% worth it. Privilege is a word that has taken quite a beating lately. Privilege today seems to be the worst thing you can have.
And you need to stop for a second?
Moment to defend it.
What's that?
Did these students already walk out? They walked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
So,
Yeah, no,
so they walked out before you
walked
even
out
started.
Yeah, as soon as he got up on
God.
stage, they walked out.
So they didn't. That's what makes me more mad. Like, if they want to walk out after the speech, once you heard what he had to say, that's fine, But if you don't even listen to what he has to say, that is just rude and that I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and he hasn't said one thing that
not
doesn't
one thing yet.
make sense. It is.
Yeah, you can go back a few seconds, Randy, Dennis. I mean,
it is.
You can go back a few seconds.
Everything he said so far is all great advice.
To take a moment to defend it. Again, a lot of you are thinking, I can't believe they invited this guy. Too late. I say, use your privilege. I grew up a Jewish boy from New York. That is a privilege if you want to be a comedian. Thanks. If I messed up a funny story around my relatives, they would go, that's not how you tell that joke. The prostitute has to be behind the drapes when the wife comes in. You went to Duke. That is an unbelievable privilege. I now have an honorary doctorate of humane letters degree from Duke University. And if I can figure out a way to use that, I will. I haven't figured anything out yet. I think it's pretty much as useful in real life as this outfit I'm wearing. I'll take it. My point is we're embarrassed about things we should be proud of and proud of things we should be embarrassed about. When I was writing my TV series, thanks.
Half these kids weren't born yet.
What a crowd. So on my staff in the 90s, we had a lot of Harvard guys. They were fantastic, but I could never understand why these guys were so embarrassed about being from Harvard. They would never talk about it. They would never mention it. I'm not talking about Harvard now. I'm talking about the way it used to be. You're never going to believe this. Harvard used to be a great place to go to school. Now it's Duke.
Whoa.
You didn't fake your fabulous education. You earned it. Be proud of it. Don't just drop it on people right before you serve in pickleball. Okay, Duke 24 coming at you. But if it comes up, if someone asks, don't say it looking down, stubbing your toe in the dirt. When someone asks, where'd you go to school? You say, I went to Duke. Watch them take that uncomfortable, hard swallow. AI, on the other hand, is the most embarrassing thing we've ever invented in mankind's time on Earth. Oh, so you can't do the work. Is that what you're telling me? You can't figure it out? This seems to be the justification of AI. I couldn't do it. This is something to be embarrassed about. The ad campaign for ChatGPT should be the opposite of Nike. You just can't do it. Making fake brains is risky. Frankenstein proved that. He was so dumb, he thought a monster needed a sport jacket. Not a wine tasting. We're terrorizing villagers. No one's going to tell you, I'm sorry, Mr. Stein, it's jackets only this evening. What I like is we're smart enough to invent AI, dumb enough to need it, and still so stupid we can't figure out if we did the right thing. Making work easier, this is the problem. So obsessed with getting to the answer, completing the project, producing a result, which are all valid things, but not where the richness of the human experience lies. The only two things you ever need to pay attention to in life are work and love. Things that are self-justified in the experience, and who cares about the result? Stop rushing to what you perceive as some valuable endpoint. Learn to enjoy the expenditure of energy that may or may not be on the correct path. Now, if you have been at this amazing place for 4 years and still have no idea what you like, what you're interested in, or what you want to do in life, you are the luckiest ones here. Those of you that think you know what you want to do are very likely wrong, and perhaps even overestimating your ability to do it. You have convinced yourself that you know who you are and what's going on in the world. You don't know either. The less secure and confident you feel in the direction, the more surprises and excitement you will have in store. That's good. So the better the job you've done in finding a path for yourself, the more boring and predictable your life is going to be. If you're sitting here today completely confused, feeling lost, adrift, and totally abandoned, you might even be a G. I say, congratulations. You win the Duke commencement ceremonies of 2024. You are about to go on a hell of a ride. About work, you know how they always say nobody ever looks back on their life and wishes they spent more time at the office? Well, why? Why don't they? Guess what? Depends on the job. If you took a stupid job that you find out you hate and you don't leave, that's your fault. Don't blame work. Work is wonderful. I definitely will not be looking back on my life wishing I worked less. If that's not how you feel at work, quit. On your lunch break, disappear. Make people go, what happened to that guy? I don't know. He said he was getting something to eat, never came back. The one thing I know about this gang here, you are all worker bees, and I mean that as the highest compliment. I love bees. Beautiful, amazing, elegant society. I made a cartoon movie about bees you may have watched as a child. If any of you felt slightly uncomfortable about the sexual undertones in the relationship between Barry the bee and Vanessa, the florist who saves his life, I would like to apologize for that now. I may not have calibrated that perfectly, but I would not change it. And this is probably the biggest point I would like to make to you here today regarding humor. I'm going to try and reach across a couple generations here to tell you the most important thing I am confident that I know about life. I'm 70. I'm done. You are just starting. I only want to help you. The slightly uncomfortable feeling of awkward humor is okay. It's not something you need to fix. I totally admire the ambitions of your generation to create a more just and inclusive society. I think it is also wonderful that you care so much about not hurting other people's feelings in the 1,000,001 ways we all do that every second of every day. It's lovely to want to fix those things, but, all caps, but, what I need to tell you as a comedian, do not lose your sense of humor. You can have no idea at this point in your life how much you are going to need it to get through. Not enough of life makes sense for you to be able to survive it without humor. And I know all of you here are going to use all of your brains and muscle and soul to improve the world. And I know you're going to do a bang up job. And when you're done, as I am now, I bet the world, because of you, will be a much better place. But it will still not make a whole hell of a lot of sense. It'll be a better, different, but still pretty insane mess. And it is worth the sacrifice of an occasional discomfort to have some laughs. Don't lose that. Even if it's at the cost of occasional hard feelings, it's okay. You gotta laugh. That is the one thing at the end of your life you will not wish you did less of. Humor is the most powerful, most survival, essential quality you will ever have or need to navigate through the human experience. The other thing I see going on that throws a lot of people, thank you. I was hoping you'd like that part. The other thing I see going on that throws a lot of people off these days is thinking, I've got to make as much money as I can. I personally believe the real game is I want to have the coolest job. When I started out as a comedian, I did not think I was funny. I thought I'm a little funny. Maybe I wouldn't have to be that funny. I just have to be funny enough to feed one person. And I could do that with a loaf of Wonder Bread and a jar of peanut butter. A loaf of bread and some peanut butter. That was my actual plan. That's how you think when you do not have a Duke education. I just wanted to have this super cool job. And cool is a word not easily defined. It's really just whatever you think is cool. So just go for what you think is the coolest. Money will be made eventually, somehow. Try not to think about it so much. I see this messing people up a lot. Put it to the side a little. Don't think about having, think about becoming. Having is fine, but focus on becoming. That is where it's at. And I know you're not really even listening to this speech, and that's okay. I wouldn't either. You're graduating, you're thinking about yourself or timing your mobile order from the Yalla truck. That's all cool. But the one thing I really do care about communicating to you is don't lose your humor. Forget the rest, forget your education, your degree, your privilege. All of you here would do fantastically well without any of it. All of you here, without question, are the best of the best. Just don't lose your humor. It's not an accessory. It's your Stanley Cup water bottle on the brutal long hike of life. And humor is not just for the stress relief or even just the simple fun of laughing, but for the true perspective of the silliness of all humans and all existence. That's why you don't want to lose it. Try to enjoy some of the dumbness of it all. That's the best life advice I can give you. I wish you luck. I wish you love. Thanks for the phony degree and the ridiculous outfit. Go get him, Duke class of 24. Throw the hat up. Let's get out of here. Congratulations.
That was freaking awesome.
That was great.
That was great. 70. I didn't know he was 70. I thought he was like 64, 65.
Wow. Yeah, really.
I mean, that was just fantastic. He hit the nail on the head.
Jerry is a class act no matter what. And that's why this shit just drives me nuts when you hear about it. But I loved his comment, which is true. That's just why he became who he is. He looks at the little things in life, and that's what he focuses on. And that's what makes him happy. The turn signal. Love it. I love it. I'm the same way. I'll get annoyed with a bad turn signal. A good one? Yeah. It is the little things.
I can't explain it, Katie. This is it. This is me.
That's right, Katie.
I was telling these guys, I almost wore this on Comicsgate Kings last night, to be a king here. So and then I chickened out. I chickened out the last night. Like, oh no, I can't do it. I wore the Elvis glasses instead. I was like,
you were a little meta last night, so you had to think about it.
Yeah. Well, there was all these guys, and like, do I do this? Like, nah.
You can go back and
But I
watch
saved it for your
It's
show. That's what
literally
you
at
guys.
the 1 hour mark.
I looked at too. Like, there's 1,000 people watching. Like there's not 1,000 people watching right now. So I can only embarrass I got to control the embarrassment level.
No, you should never worry about that.
Wow, I'm glad you think there's not 1,000 people watching, Dan. That's a boost here.
Well, is there?
I know.
how many
Wow,
people
Dan.
watching?
Wow.
Well, God darn it! I mean, I'm just being honest. How many people are watching?
We're almost at 200.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Look at this
does that include
surprise.
like other? Does that include like Twitter
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah.
How do you see that number, by the way? Because I was, whenever I'm live streaming, like, where do you see?
Upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Okay.
So right
When
now,
you live stream at the upper left-hand corner, it says live, and it's red with the white numbers, and right next to it, it shows the count.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only when you're hosting. So when you're hosting,
Okay.
Dan, you'll see it.
Yeah.
So
All right.
like,
I thought it
next
was.
time you
but
do a live stream and I can hop on, I'll tell you where it is.
already good.
Well, why would that help? If you hop on and tell them where it is, you're not the one hosting.
No, he's the one hosting.
You can
it.
direct my eyes. You can direct my attention. Say,
He can't see it on
look
ours.
over
'cause
there.
it's right.
Look up there. Now open your
Yeah.
eyes.
Open your eyes.
A little farther, Dan. A little
Top
farther.
left.
Skinny. Just move,
Look,
move me along.
I'm looking at it right now. Now it looks like
Got
I'm
it.
looking to the right, but I'm looking to my left.
Yeah, right now about 75% of all the viewers right now are coming off of Twitter/X.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could
Does that give you
screenshot
any-
it.
Does that give you watch hours on your YouTube if they're coming from X?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh.
No, it'll just
Okay.
tell you where the live viewers are streaming in from. Like we occasionally get a few from, very occasionally, like Facebook. Facebook's almost a dead medium for this stuff. Most everybody's either
Yeah.
going to watch it on YouTube or they'll see it go live on Twitter and they will just watch it right on Twitter. The only problem with watching it on Twitter is you can't just go in and chime in. So I always put the link out on Twitter. So if anybody sees it, they can just click on it, go in through YouTube, because then they can comment and interact with us.
Oh, that was another question I was wondering, because I have live streamed to Twitter, and I thought, can they comment and then that goes and shows up on your StreamYard? But no. Okay. And what about
Nope.
Facebook? If they comment on Facebook, does that show up
It
in your
shows up.
StreamYard?
Yes,
Yeah.
Facebook shows
Okay.
up.
I think
Okay.
actually, I think Twitter does too, because not on our channel, Dennis, not when we were live streaming, but when somebody else was, might have been Graham on the Bros one night. He mentioned that too, and somebody did comment, and it came from Twitter or whatever.
Well, you know what? We can test that. 75% of you are watching it on Twitter. Any one of you comment, we will see it pop up on here.
That's true. All right, let's do a little check-in here real quick. All right, look at that. $43,372, 577 backers, getting close to 600. We can do this, guys. For those just joining, we have updated the campaign with some clothing options again. We brought the beanie back. It is jet black
Ooh, the beanie.
with the Kor-Drath logo. So you can get that. And scrolling down, we brought back the main Kor-Drath t-shirt. That was a big hit. And we brought back, or didn't bring back, we now have an Adriana t-shirt you can get featuring Bud Root's art. Complement the Bud Root Lelneth shirt very nicely. And of course, we have the 2XL through 4XL sizes for each. So guys, go check that out. But the other thing that we wanted to debut, it's actually not part of, let me just do this real quick. It's actually not part of this Kor-Drath campaign, but it is Kor-Drath, and I haven't hit publish yet on the sign up page, but I will be. Oh, okay.
And I believe you have to pay for the check mark to chat on Twitter. So apparently, thank you. This is why I love you guys. You guys are really smart about this stuff. You have to be one of the paid ones in order to chat, which I know the majority of you probably are not. I am not.
Oh yeah, and let me do this real quick. This came in while we were watching Seinfeld from
Billy.
good old Tucci himself. $5. Thank you very much, Billy. See you tonight. Let's get the 6 figures in the next 30. Hell yeah. Sorry I can't join, but I'm writing a bunch of stuff for SDCC. Dennis, that's San Diego Comic-Con. I know you're a little slow. Kor-Drath, believe it, and F Hamas. Yeah. Thanks, Billy. Really
And
appreciate
just so
it.
you guys know, we are over 205 viewers right now. So see,
Perfect
we keep
timing.
going up.
Oh shit!
All right, so Dan hasn't seen this either.
Yeah, Dan.
200,
for
how
you.
many people? I'm embarrassed in front of 200. How many people?
206.
206 now.
All right, guys. So coming July, we've got a special Kor-Drath project. We're going to launch in July. We're going to do the sign up page today. All I have to do is hit publish, but I want to show some stuff first. You know, Dennis and I got thinking. People were talking about the first book and really liking the story. And I brought the idea to Dennis about maybe we could do something that is 100% all ages. And what do you mean by 100%? You've got the manga book right here, the little digest in black and white that you edited, so it's E for everyone. You've got the color digest that you can get as part of this campaign that's a little bit bigger, that's edited, that's E for everyone. No. What we mean is Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle. I love to read. This is a 8.5 by 8.5 square children's book. It will be 24 pages. For those that don't know, about 2010 or so, for about a year and a half, 2 years, I did a bunch of children's books for HarperCollins featuring DC characters. And I had such a fun time drawing those books. You know, it was something, it was featuring classic DC characters. It was something that, you know, as the parent, you would buy and you would read it to your kid. Really family friendly. I drew them in a simpler style, just like this looks. So Dennis and I talked about it, and he came up with a story, and it is Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle. People that sign up, actually, I'm going to hit publish. So let me do that. Let's see. I believe, yes, the sign up is live. So I'm guessing, let me see what happens when I share this link in here.
So a different campaign then.
Totally different campaign because Christmas in July, Dan. And the reason it's a different campaign and not part of this one is this book will ship in time for Christmas.
Yes.
We plan on shipping this in November.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, you know, you're making me jump the gun a little bit because you brought it up, Peter Ma. We are doing a also as part of this campaign, we are doing a coloring and activity book. It's a separate book. It's the exact same size. Either, you know, we either go with this cover, because even though it's a coloring book, you want to do a color cover. So we'll probably go with this cover and just have the little blurb that says coloring activity book to separate it from the children's book. So we are going to be offering that as well. But to get back to this, so it's 24 pages. It will ship in November. The campaign will go live in July, and we'll keep it. I mean, we'll keep it in demand after November. But if you want it for this Christmas, you would obviously have to back it, you know, in time to so we can ship it out and stuff. 24-page children's book for your early reader. When Kor-Drath forgets Adriana's special Christmas gift, he embarks on a whimsical quest through a winter wonderland filled with playful animals and dazzling sights. Kor-Drath's
Does he kill
heartwarming
anybody?
adventure will capture your heart and make you believe in the magic of friendship and the holiday season.
Does he
So here's,
dismember any creatures, woodland creatures, or does he?
Duke Lawless is trying to figure out how much violence is in this.
Wait, who is?
Yeah, does a furry animals get beheaded or anything like that, or?
Oh, Dan. Oh, wait, real quick. Coloring book for adults. Well, no, this will be more kid friendly. Is this a supplemental to the main stories or in the same continuity? No, it is. It's a standalone. It's just the Christmas tale. It is totally kid friendly. If you go to the page, I can try to blow up on this as much as I can. The one thing with this being 24 pages is, you know, these kids' books are not paneled pages. So you can see in these examples that it's basically, you know, a block of text and for your early reader. And if they can't read it, you can read it to them. And one illustration per page. Like I mentioned, I drew it in a simpler style. I'm working with my buddy Brad Venkata, who's doing the coloring. He colored the children's books that I did with DC for HarperCollins. And we're not going to be able to show a lot of art because there's 24 pieces of art. So, you know, we'll show these 4 and maybe some more on the campaign. But you can see you got some kids playing, you know, snowball fights and stuff at the Black Eagles tribe. So he does not have a tribe. So it is in that continuity. He still does not have his Red Lions tribe. They're done. And then we've got, you know, you can see the one below, the kid's playing. He meets up with this little fairy who shares some eggnog with him as he's on his journey. Uh-oh, he meets up with a bear. How does that turn out? Well, you'll have to get it to find out. So that is
he runs them
what
through.
we're doing there. What was that, Dan? And I'm going to show a couple.
He runs them through. He runs the bear through, and bear bleeds all of the snow. Right?
No, just
you got to make sure you don't. Now, make sure you don't. You know, actually mix up those books. Just that's a tip. Because if you put the other one in the kid's stocking and they see the Adriana, you know, Kor-Drath scene, you're going to have some questions, you know.
Oh yeah.
What are
so
doing?
This is an example of activity page in the coloring activity book. Now the coloring and activity book will be more than 24 pages because what we're doing is we're going to do the whole story in black and white with the text. So that's the coloring book side. And then the rest of the pages on the inside are going to be activity / coloring book. So for instance, we'll connect the dot with Kor-Drath here. And then once whoever is done doing that, you can grab some pencils or crayons, Dan, and color to your heart is content. Randy asked, will the Kor-Drath fight the Shanu? No, didn't even think of a crossover. Does he kill evil elves? Make an adult version of this or like a teen version for the rest. Well, so all you guys, Dennis, do we not have like the smartest group of people or what?
We do that, or we just know them very well.
We know you guys very well. Real quick, here's the Christmas Miracle crossword that we created. So there's going to be lots of fun stuff in here as well for the kids and stuff. Got a word search, Adriana cookies, snowball, bear, decoration, things that are in the book. So sign up for this bad boy. By signing up, you'll get front of the line shipping. That's what we're offering. Is there a chick version of Connect the Dots? There might be. Once again, we can't show everything because, you know, it's not this big fat graphic novel. Now, in regards to your question, Dennis and I talked about it, and yes, we are going to be offering as part of the campaign. And it's not, there's no pages on the sign up page for it, but there will be when the campaign launches. We are doing two versions of the book. Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle, I Love to Read, which is for kids. And then Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle. And I don't know if we've decided on the tagline that would go where it says I love to read, but it will be for mature readers because there will be some violence in it, we decided. So we're going to rewrite some of the pages. I'm going to obviously redraw a few of the pages, and Brad will recolor a few of the pages. And but it will be drawn in this nice, simpler style for you guys.
I love to read, and I love to crush my enemies.
And I love to crush my enemies. Let me see. There's something else I can show you. Let me find it. Here it is. Let me just open this up. Oh, wait. That's not the one I want to open.
First man narrate the book.
Have first man narrate the book. No, Dan should, or I mean, Arnold should narrate the book, I think is what you mean.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, was that Mickey? You know that she contacted me when you guys I posted your.
Oh, I know, I saw that. Yeah.
Do you think that's an issue? Or you? I mean,
no, I'm not. For that specific one, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, because I was thinking like it's parody, right? So parody is probably
yeah,
right.
I think it could be because of what he's going through now, though, health wise. But so I'll show this. This was the original character drawing I did of Kor-Drath and Adriana in the children book style. So this was one of the first things we had Brad color, so we could see how everything was going to work out. And so we, ever since I did those children's books, like I said, it all goes back to those books I did for HarperCollins featuring DC characters. I just missed doing these kids books. So this will launch in July. Perfect time. Christmas in July. We will ship it in November. And
I like him. I like Adriana as in the more cartoony way, or whatever you want to call it. The colors are nice and open and brilliant.
Yeah, he did a great job. Well, we had a nice, I guess, style set down when we were doing the stuff for DC. So I basically said, Brad, rewind your mind back about a decade, 12 years, and that's the type of color style I want, or we want. So that's what we're getting. So
it's a fun piece. It was fun to write, and the more we started talking, again, there are a lot of people who like this. They really do like the idea of having not just E for everyone for the main Kor-Drath story, but they even have really young kids. This is totally fun. It's a whole nother age group that we really want to hit out there. So there's Kor-Drath for the young, for the old, for the rated G, for the rated R. I mean, there's something for everybody.
That's right. And once, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I think, like I said, it's a separate campaign because it ships in November. So that's how we're doing it. Oh, Joe Bernardo's in the house. Hello. You guys need to get on Scholastic's book list, Blow Captain Underpants. If I knew how to do that, I guess we could do a little work on that, see how. Because I mean, this book,
Captain Underpants.
I know you did. It's when you came over dressed like him that one day for the show, and I was like, nope, too far. I can deal with no sleeves. I can't deal with you in tighty whities and a cape.
So Dan, there's one that you could dress up as, but you could wear your King's attire there on top of it.
Yeah, that'd class it up a little bit, kind of,
That's right.
A little bit, then I mean, you can, like the Emperor's New Clothes, everyone would have to say that it looks great because I am the king.
Yeah.
You know.
It's true.
By the way, did you guys see my buddy?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, this is he's down here with his comfort blanket, I think.
How old is he?
Buddy. I'm not really sure. Oh, there he is. He's
So Dan is so old, he can't remember how old his dog is. Okay.
It's not my dog. That's the thing. I'm watching him for we're gonna have him for about a week, and we got a couple more days left. So his name
you're
is
pet
Sully.
sitting.
He's butt sitting.
Yeah, his name is Sully short for Sullivan.
So is it
he's
an
a sweetheart.
adjustment having a dog in the house?
No, because we used to do it all the time. We still do a little bit. There's like we have, my kids kind of did it, and it was kind of my substitute for getting a dog, which is great because they pay you,
Yeah.
So, so we just watched. Sort of the business is done, but we these are the remnants, the ones we really like. We said, well, we'll keep watching them, And Sullivan is one. Sully's one of them. He's just a great dog.
I was gonna say, he looks like a really good. He looks like a really good boy.
Oh, he's wonderful. So good.
Now, if you're watching
sheds
TV,
like shit, though,
chilling out on the couch, do you allow them up on the furniture or no?
Oh yeah, these dogs, they go wherever they want. I don't care.
Nice.
That's it.
There's
only
to say about
downfall is
having a
he
dog that
sheds.
size, being able to just chill out with them on a couch or whatever, watching
Yeah,
TV.
he doesn't really go on the couch, but if you wanted to, we put a blanket on him for there. But,
Yeah.
so
That's cool.
sweetheart doggy, that's for sure.
So Dan, I got a
think
question for you. All right, let's see you again.
Let's see.
So when I ask Dan the question, I can feel like I'm talking to Dan and not the dog.
Yeah, well, you can talk to the dog too.
I know, but
He's
the
very
question is for
friendly.
Dan.
Okay.
Has your wife ever, when you guys go to a pool or something, has she ever worn something and you're like, hey, what's that you got on? And she goes, oh, this? It's a cover-up. Has she ever said that or worn something named that?
Yeah, I think so.
She has. So she's literally said the words, this is a cover-up.
I never asked the question. She never really heard
The point
us say.
is that something you've ever worn? And somebody said, what are you wearing? You're like, oh, this is just my cover-up.
No, I don't think so.
I know, because it seems like something a woman would wear or say,
No,
right?
See, you've got it all wrong. See, this is why you
Wait a minute,
can't let
where are we going
Andy
here?
tell
Okay.
stories.
I don't know how. Wait. I will mute your mic.
It sounds really, really gay. As
I will mute. It is really gay.
No.
It is really gay, and I'll tell you why. I just muted his mic so he can't interrupt me.
Oh man,
I was talking to Dennis
that's rough.
one day, obviously on the phone, and because we have our witty banter back and forth, a little behind the scenes. Some of the way we get that witty banter for our show is by my probing questions. And he was home alone, so I was like, "Does that mean you're walking around naked?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "What would it matter if I'm home alone? I do that when Susie's here, his wife," which is true. He does. And I go, "Okay, just asking. So what do you got on? Just shorts or something?" And he goes, "No, I got a cover up on." And I said, "Wait a second. A cover up?"
No.
He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "That's a chick thing. What are you talking about?" And I go, "When my wife and I go to the pool, for instance, over her bathing suit, she'll put on a cover up." And he's like, "No." Dennis, when he goes, "No," like that, do it, Dennis. Go.
Okay, so now here's the real story, because once again, Andy can't tell a story.
You're not allowed to mute me, pal.
Oh yeah, I am, because I can end this stream right now.
I'm not, because
So
of your
here's the reality
embarrassment. I
of
get it.
Here's the reality. Andy sits there. We're talking. What are you wearing? What? Why do you care what I'm wearing?
For
I
this
just wanna know
for
what
this
you're wearing.
banter.
He's got around, and I'm like, what I always wear. Are you wearing a shirt? And I was like, I'm literally wearing my other Kor-Drath shirt. But I was
That's
like,
not what you said.
No, right, I didn't. Now you're going to hear the whole story. And I was like, no. Andy, I'm not wearing a shirt. Well, what are you wearing? You're not wearing something? I'm wearing something else. Now at this point, I didn't give a crap anymore because now he's probing about all the shirt. What are you wearing? This sounds like stalker type question. So I'm like,
no, because you're blowing it so out of proportion.
Oh, does it have sleeves on? And I was like, no, it doesn't have sleeves on. Well, what can you be wearing that doesn't have sleeves on? And I'm like, well, most of my shirts do, but I can't say I'm wearing a shirt because then he'd be like, why didn't you just say you're wearing a shirt?
Right.
So I said, I'm wearing a cover all is what I said.
No,
I said cover all, and you even repeated it. So you've changed it into this. I don't think so. You are like Mirror Universe Andy.
I don't think so.
Well, do they make a male cover up
from the waist down?
I think he was, he was wearing it, and I said, how far does it hang down? And he goes, past my knees. And I said, dude, if it hangs down past your knees, it's not a shirt. It's a cover up. Helen wears those things. Why are you wearing your wife's clothes? Now we know what happens when he's by himself at home. Does Susie know what you do when you're home alone with her clothes?
Susie got home and I told her what you said. She goes, why is he asking what you're wearing? Why would he even ask such a
that actually was my question as well.
Ask these questions. Girls do, guys
Sounds
don't.
like a nightgown. He probably wears those too, guys. Just saying.
I would not moon you. They just said I am naked from the waist down. I am not. Just like every other time.
Do they make a male? Wait, this could be legit. If they act, do they have a male version of a cover up? I mean,
you mean like a brosier from Seinfeld?
No, I'm talking about like if you went to the pool. I mean, isn't there a guy version? I remember like Sean Connery wearing some kind of like.
So I said coverall, and think about like overalls. I thought that's where Andy would go to, like an overall, and just leave it at that. Oh, but no. He starts coming up with chick stuff and this, and then he starts going, "What color? What's the dimensions of it? How
I didn't say that.
What about?
I didn't ask what color.
All of this is completely.
I didn't ask what color. You did volunteer that it was mesh, see-through. So, I mean, that does sound like a cover-up.
So you can tell now at this point.
I have a follow-up question. I got a follow-up question, Dennis. Was it a one-piece or two-piece?
It literally was the heavy metal Kor-Drath shirt. I mean, just didn't want to answer
was it a tube top?
That's the problem.
Was it a tube top or halter top?
Of this because he lies.
No, I'm just not used to men calling me up and wanting to know what I'm wearing.
No, that wasn't the beginning of the conversation.
Wrong with you.
You didn't answer the phone. Actually, the way to improv a phone is like you're actually holding it, not this. But you didn't answer the phone, and I go, Double D, what's up? What are you wearing? No, we were talking for a while. You said Susie was gone. I know how you like to lounge around your house. So my first thought was, oh God, he probably stripped down to nothing to walk around. Even though you're right, you do that when Susie's home.
Well, so I just figured, what are you doing?
Wait, Andy, why are you even thinking that, Andy? That's what I want to know.
His wife tells me he walks around the house naked with the windows wide, with the drapes and stuff wide open.
Born free.
He's a voyeur.
Free as the wind blows.
He likes giving his neighbors a show.
Okay.
There's a reason there's accidents in front of his house.
Look, if you're going to come up to my window and look in, you can see whatever you want. Doesn't bother me none. That's your eyeballs that you have to worry about ripping out.
Exactly.
What about the trick-or-treaters?
You said it. Oh, well,
yeah,
that's
I'm usually dressed up for Halloween, not dressed down, Dan.
Okay, just making sure.
For Halloween, he does wear sleeves because that scares the shit out of the kids. Because they think
that also is incorrect. You can't tell anything.
No, correctly. You wear sleeves because the kids are like, "Oh crap, we did something wrong." He put sleeves on. Uncle Dennis is mad.
Uh-oh,
he's pulling them out.
Ooh. you
Peter
can buy
Moss
sleeves
says, I
separately?
see Andy with the mankini. Nothing wrong with that. And sleeveless Kor-Drath tee with flip-flops. I don't have a sleeveless Kor-Drath tee. I won't cut sleeves off a t-shirt, but I have sleeveless gym shirts. So
anyway,
Well,
for
you know,
those of
as
you that
we all
want
get
sleeves,
older,
there's my
as
sleeves.
we all
Thank
get
you,
older, we
AJ.
may need a little support.
yeah. And AICG 4K GPT LE says, I bet Dan is wearing a banana hammock right now.
How did they know that? Shit.
Well, it's when you moved your
Where's my
camera to
camera?
show the dog, it went right by your lap. So that's why. Got to be careful.
Well, yeah, I got to be more careful from that one. Yes.
It's okay, Jeffrey Tubin. It's okay.
It's okay.
Where's the banana over here, though? Hang on a second.
What?
There really is.
Is that your afternoon snack?
Of course there is.
It's Sully's banana.
Oh,
Hey, Sully, want your banana? Oh yeah.
Wow.
Here he goes.
hey
He's
Dan.
gone.
So are you going up to the con this weekend to see Billy and Malin?
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
You know Bart's going
Yeah,
to be
like
there.
Saturday.
So you say hi to him too.
Yeah, Saturday. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
see
pretty
it
sure
if it-
Bart's a guest at that show, so you can go up
Yeah.
to him and go, hey, I'm the guy that makes you look good. And he'll go, what?
Exactly. I'll sit right next to him and start signing autographs with it. Do you want to sign as well? Like,
Well, we sent you the module. You should take that up to him and have him sign it and go, but wait, let me borrow the marker first and you sign your name first. What's he talking about, Dennis? Any idea?
No, that's why I pop in to see if you guys know. So Smokey, I do not know anything about a gas pump video.
Yeah, what are you talking about? If we can find it. Yes, we're talking about Motor City Comic Con.
Sully, come here. Show me your banana.
Billy's
He
going to
likes
be
his
there.
banana.
Malin is going, not as a
Squish
guest,
it.
but just going to meet up with Billy. Dan said he'd be going up, and I'm pretty sure Bart's a guest. Actually, you know what? I'll just ask him. Let's see.
Well, I know he's a guest. I saw it on the Motor City list, whatever. So.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Cool. Well, then I'm not going to ask him. No need to ask him.
Yeah, Billy's there. Billy's on the website, and same with Bart and stuff like that. So.
No, cool. Maybe
Yeah,
they'll be
I don't
sitting
know.
near
Am I
each other.
actually DM'd John? I don't know if he's what they're up to, but
Then you should
I
buy
think they
yourself a plane ticket and come on down to Heroes Con, Dan.
yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I got to go run up and see some of you guys. That'd be a lot of fun.
I know. You could stay at Dennis's house.
Which show?
Okay.
Heroes.
Yeah, we could figure something out.
Were you guys?
Or
You guys
Garden
in South,
State.
the Carolinas or something? You guys?
Yeah,
in the
North Carolina.
Carolinas?
You come over to Garden State. Maybe that's a little closer. New Jersey.
That's still Garden's still ways. Because I sort of mapped it like, oh my gosh, it's like 9 hours or something like that.
Well, North Carolina's farther than that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So I actually thought about going to Garden State, but like,
But
well,
hey,
let's see.
Dan.
If I drove,
Dan.
it'd be more expensive than I flew.
Dennis and I will bust your balls just because you said, oh, Garden State. When you say 9 hours, I assume you mean driving time to Garden State.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 for us, and we drive. So I don't want to hear any
Yeah.
lame excuses about it being 9 hours.
You do that all in one day?
No.
Yeah.
Well, driving back we did, yeah.
Okay.
And I think for Graham, it's 7-hour drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're not helping your
Well,
pace.
I can do 8-hour drive, man. It's like it's just when you start getting over 8, it's like, oh man, that's a long day.
Yeah, you just pull over, take a little nappy on the side of the road. Bring Sully with you. He'll keep you awake.
Yeah. And he does. He's sleeping.
Yeah, I never run out.
All he does is sleep.
Well, yeah, that's true. It was on X, Guy Gas Nozzle, Mary Palmer. Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about in regards to the gas station video.
I have a naturally upside down smile, so no.
I know. If I keep telling him if he would smile more, we'd probably have more backers. But they're like, God, I really want to back Kor-Drath, but that writer just seems like a dick. He never smiles. And I'm like, No, he really does. He loves everybody.
And then they watch the show and go, oh, after seeing Andy, no wonder he never smiles.
There's a smile.
I always smile more when Dan comes on because Dan's nice.
Yeah.
Joe Bernardo asks, is Patty Cockrum Dave Cockram's daughter? No, it's his wife. Patty shows up. I think she's just showing up for Saturday because she colored some of his stuff and whatnot. And they would come to Heroes together. So yeah, Patty's coming to the show, I believe, just for one day.
Yeah, somebody did punch Steve Buscemi this week, and just out of nowhere. And I'm like, wow,
really?
Even Hollywood, you just can't get around to getting the crap kicked out of you by walking down the street.
Now, I was watching Gutfeld last night, Greg Gutfeld, and he brought that story up. So he shows the image of, just the headshot of Steve Buscemi and goes, so Steve Buscemi got randomly punched in the face. He goes, it's awful. This is what he looked like before he got punched. And he flashes a photo. This is what he looked like after. The after photo was of a male model, really good looking guy.
Gutfeld is funny.
Why did somebody just a crazy fan?
Just random.
Dude,
like the guys that are going up and punching women for no reason.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a whole thing that's going on. Women are randomly getting punched in the face by people, and they're sharing it on TikTok and stuff. And they're like, "Look, I was just coming out of the grocery store, and a guy walked up and just punched me in the face and kept walking. Why?" And it isn't one or two. There is a ton of incidents now. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rick Moranis a couple years ago got punched randomly.
What the hell's wrong with people, man?
Well, the worst video, and it's from a security cam, focus on a sidewalk. This dude comes up behind a woman with a belt, that you'd wear around your waist, flips it over her head, pulls her down backwards, literally drags her between two cars that are parallel parked. And now at this point, you can't see anything but her feet. And you can see when the guy's standing up, of course. But he basically rapes her between those two cars.
Oh, God.
Yep.
It's freaking New York.
Nope. And Pastor Dan's got it right. It's all in the big cities where they don't get in trouble for it. They literally just had a murder. And within 6 hours, he was back on the streets. They didn't even nothing. Nope, you're fine. It's all good.
What about that one guy who hit that lady going up the church steps? That was awful. I think he took a purse or something, just pounded her in the face. Oh,
he might have.
I didn't see that one.
Although I think that guy got his.
I can't show this on stream, dude. So,
I think that guy got what came to him though. That I think they let him have it.
Smokey just texted me the video.
Oh,
it's this dude, the out of shape guy. He's standing in front of a gas pump, has his pants by his ankles, puts the gas pump up his butt, and then starts jerking off.
Wow.
Oh, and you can see it. Oh yeah. It's not far enough away where you're like, well, I mean, you can't really tell what he's. No. Whoever filmed it, you can see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. You kind of wonder now, was this stuff always happening and now just it's because of all the video we're seeing it?
Nope. There's always something, but I think Carbon's on it. It's next level weird. I'm going to say it's next level crap, but there's no consequences, so they don't care. You're just back out on the street. Just I don't know if you saw that they raided these warehouses. Remember when everybody was stealing everything out in California, and they're like, no, it is not. How they were saying that these are for poor people that are just trying to feed their family, and the only way they can is to go to CVS and steal just under $1,000 worth of stuff and do it. And they were like, no, this is organized crime. They're like, nope, Nope. And AOC and everybody's out there talking about it. They just raided a couple of the warehouses. Oh, yeah, it's totally organized. They've got hundreds of thousands of products in each warehouse, and they still have all the CVS labels. They took them, got on there. They were paid money for it. The one warehouse, they've got 10 people arrested, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. Yeah, all of this crap about just a few poor people trying to feed their family, it was all a lie. And the police said, oh, there's nothing we can do. If it's under $1,000, we can't even hold them or do anything. And that's what happened. It became organized crime. So it's structured theft is what it is. And now they're upset that CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, they're shutting down their shops, Targets, and they're leaving all the different cities in California. Shocking.
It's not only that, but people would steal stuff in New York, go to Florida, sell it, and then just go back to New York and rinse and repeat. Because in Florida, you steal crap, you'll get busted because they actually, enforce laws. So,
and they have guns.
Yeah, there's that too. So, all right, we're gonna do one more check-in. Wait, what was that one?
Saying sell it on Amazon. No, because they also showed those street vendors in New York and California and stuff, especially California. The cops finally started cracking down on them because all those street vendors are the ones selling those wares really cheap on the street. And the people are upset now because they're cracking down on the selling of stolen merchandise.
Right. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And yeah, last one. And Flady, did you see the video? The parcels trains were robbed so much. If you're talking about in LA, I think even Gavin Newsom, this is like a year ago, toured it. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yep, they are shutting down, and they're calling it racist because they're shutting down. It's like, no, it's simple economics. You are stealing more than we can make. We're losing money. We have to shut the stores down, period.
Yep. All right, guys. So we're going to be ending it because I actually have a commitment at 5 o'clock. And then at 7:30 on Aaron Lepresti's channel, it is the professionals. 581 backers, $19 or 19 away from 600 backers. And look at that. Just 319 away from 44,000. Let's do this, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, it's his brother.
It's his brother. Yep.
We are getting there, guys. These first 30 days have been fantastic. We want to thank you so much for contributing, for backing the project. Once we hit 50,000, the first stretch goal of the Vordoom playable character card will be unlocked. For those that don't know, in the first campaign, we did 4 playable character cards, Kor-Drath, Adriana, Lilneth, Necronite, and a map of the Shattered Reach. You can play these cards or play these characters with the stats on the back that Dennis made up. You can use them for the Kor-Drath role-playing game. The second edition is available on this campaign. You can still get the first edition with this campaign as an add-on. And, of course, every great role-playing game needs a minifigure. You can get the Kor-Drath minifigure 2-inch, 3-inch, or 5-inch.
Joe, try again. Everybody else has been able to go on, and I double-checked. The only thing I can think of was Indiegogo had a hiccup because I saw your screenshot, but nobody else is having a problem doing it. So give it another shot and back it.
Yep, give it another whirl.
Yeah.
You can get the
those figures
box.
are add-ons, right? They're not in the campaign. If you go up,
they're add-ons.
They're add-ons.
You get them, and when you're checking out, you see an add-on. Like that's where you'll find those figures if you're looking for them.
Yep, precisely.
You can get the collector's box, which is comes with 2 tiers. The featured tier, which gets you everything the Awakening, all the covers, the second edition game module, the Adriana trading card, or you can get it with the big bad booty daddy tier, as we like to call it. Which
those boxes are they cereal? Are they cereal size boxes?
Are they what? Huh? Cereal?
Cereal size boxes.
I mean, you could probably put,
Because
Of
you
course,
could
the
have
problem is the
breakfast
way you open it
with
is, not
yeah,
from the
the
top.
breakfast. You could have breakfast with Kor-Drath every day.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about that. Somebody was joking on one of our last streams. It was, Kor-Drath the breakfast cereal, Kor-Drath the toilet paper, Kor-Drath the flamethrower.
That's right. And of course, you can get that box with the volume 1 and 2 collection, which is every book that came with Kor-Drath the Awakening, all the covers, 6 covers, the artist edition, the Lilith trading card, the game module, all 4 character cards, and the Shattered Reach map, along with everything that comes with the Awakening tier, the 5 covers, and the second game module. And there's 50 of those. It's limited to 50 because we have limited quantities of the original print run of the Reckoning. So check that. We have retailer tiers. If you want 25 of them, you pick the number of the individual covers you want. Normally $625, get it for $400. And there's also the 10-pack retailer tier, which is 28% off, and you pick those covers as well. Tons of stuff to choose from. The shirts are back. The beanie is back. Thank you guys for making this campaign successful. Let's keep it going. You need to get the 6 figures, young lady. And of course, we've got the new Kor-Drath the Christmas Miracle children's book sign-up page is live. This campaign will go live in July. Christmas in July, and it is literally all ages, made for young readers. 8.5 by 8.5 square book, 24 pages. You can read it to your young one. It's a nice heartwarming Christmas tale that Dennis crafted. We think you'll really enjoy it, so go sign up for that as well. And want to thank
Andy,
Dan for joining us.
why don't we do planes, trains, and automobiles to wrap this up, because we got a whole bunch. We've had between 250 and 270 people in at the end here, so they might not have seen it.
All right, guys, we're going to leave you with Dennis and Andy starring in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Dan Lawless as the king.
That's right. Thank you, Dan, for showing up.
See you, everybody.
Holy shit, look at that guy on the wrong side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody. Hey! Hey!
What's going on? Joker wants to race. All right, come on, let's go.
Put your window down!
He wants something. He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way!
What?
You're going the wrong way!
We're going.
Yeah, how could he know? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going in the wrong direction! You're going to kill somebody! You're going the wrong way!
What is it?